EscoNitz! How's it going? So, off camera, I went and grinded up some levels in dungeons. Ooh, I need to repair my gear. I picked up a new glamour, as you can see, for my Dark Knight. Let's go to the Jeweled Crozier. And once we hit level 56, we'll be able to switch over to our Paladin armor. Or the armor our Paladin is in, rather. Back to, I think it was the last vigil? Yep. Hey, called it. Or, actually, I should probably do my Dark Knight quests. The voice in the void, or in the abyss. He's over in the broom. Ah, look at that. So, I just noticed, they throw it at you. Does that one throw it at me? He does. That's a neat little detail. Ooh, blood weapon. I had a feeling you'd come by tonight, Leonora, and sure enough, there you are, eager to pick off where we left off. Let's start with a question, then. You must be burning with several after that last affair. What became of the old woman and her daughter? Oh, for the love of... They're fine, both of them. You solved all their problems. Happy? Now then, are you ready to stop dancing around the real questions and just ask? Why were you detained? Why do you think I was detained by the zealous temple knights who see heretics around every corner? There was a girl, an innocent. They wanted her, and I objected. Now then, are you ready to stop dancing around the real questions? And what was that voice I heard? Ah, yes, the voice. The one you heard when you first touched the crystal. An excellent question, but a difficult one to answer. Some say it is a beacon, guiding the Dark Knight to her true calling. Whose is it, you ask? Only you can discover that, for each knight must hearken to a different voice. As you grow more accustomed to drawing upon your dark side, you will come to hear it more clearly. Communion will hasten the process, but we dare not conduct the rites here under the watchful eye of the Holy See. We will make for southern Thanalan, for Little Alamigo. We've got quite a few quests, considering I'm already level 53. So we'll go through these Dark Knight quests, and then we'll go on to the Heaven's Words and stuff. Frey. Punctual as ever, I see. Communion, lest you worry, is rather simple. It's a ritual in which one nurtures the darkness within, so that she may channel it more effectively in battle. Do not, however, presume the risk to be any less than before. Should you partake of it in excess, you will die, or worse. So before we begin, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to kill something for me. Something feral, something fearsome, which will push you to your limits. I want to see you thrive in that moment. That way, I know you are ready. Ask Gundabald. He should know of a suitable creature. How do you know Gundabald? Pleasure to see you again, Leonora. Do you require assistance? Training? Well, if you seek dangerous beasts for that purpose, then... The Red Labyrinth is home to beasts notorious for their size and vigor. Our trappers take great pains to avoid their nests, and those who do not bear scars for their folly. I pity the man who dies without scars, but these pice sound promising. Tell me more. They've attacked caravans loaded with old goat carcasses before. The smell drives them into a frenzy. This should serve to draw them out of hiding. Leonor, I'll always be grateful for what you did. Those young ones were on the verge of making a terrible mistake. So consumed with anger were they. I hesitated to act, even though I saw it burning within them, as I see it burning within you now. You seek the darkness within? I will not claim to understand your meaning, but I wish you well in your training. Let's go. Hey, you can have your sword back. I've got a new sword now. Much better. In fact, I've got a few. You can have one. Technically, shouldn't this sword be soul-bound with this NPC anyways? It's his sword. Ah, they're close. I can feel their eyes upon us. While we're here, show me who you are, Leonor. Show me what you can do. I'm waiting. Oh, over here. Place the old goat meat. And haha. I go. Had a bug land on me. Fly, I mean. That wasn't so hard, now was it? To mete out justice, to protect the weak from the strong, and so forth. You yourself must be strong. Strength is pain, strength is suffering, strength is sacrifice. We must prepare for communion, but not here. Come, before more pice are drawn by the smell. Oh, I can't fly over this? How annoying. You look ready. Good. Now listen well. Close your eyes and hold your hands toward me. Breathe deep through your nose. Let the air fill your lungs. Then let it pass from your lips. Slower, slower. Listen to my voice. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen for the other. I'm attuning to him? With every breath you grow lighter and slip it further into the abyss. One foot in front of the other, over and over again. To the ends of the world and back again. And if time has no end, still forward and onward, over and over again. So, what did you hear? Interesting, but not terribly informative. But do not lose heart. That you were able to hear it once more is progress enough. I believe you will come to understand its words, and its will, in due time. I should mention that in some instances, the voice is said to be that of another, one whom the Dark Knight is fated to seek out. If that is the case, you may have a long journey ahead of you. Heh, so you would welcome such a journey? Sorry. There is something to be said for it, and for travel, for that matter, to roam free and help those in need. Yet no good deed goes unpunished, does it? I knew a woman once. Wanted to be a hero, do great things, and so she did. The songs always end there, but life doesn't, does it? There are temptations more deadly than the dark side, Leonora. You should have learned this by now, but you haven't. You will. The communion is ended, and with it our time over, or our time together. We shall meet again as we did before. Quest complete. The dark side grants you visions. I'm assuming back in... Yep. Back in the broom. This should be level 40? Yep. 2 more quests. No, 3. You look well, Leonora, more determined. You have not heard the voice since last we spoke, I know, but worry not. If your affinity with your dark side is as strong as I believe, then communion is all you require. Come with me to the Burning Wall. You will know what you must do. Burning Wall. Hi. It begins, as always, with blood, a confirmation of your identity. There are axe beaks here which have grown ferocious beyond reckoning. Vile creatures, eager to prey on man and beast alike. Offer yourself to them, they will come. Then make an offering of them to me. Here, birdie, birdie, birdie. Get that out of here. They're dead. Ah, now that is the Leonora I've longed to see. You resent this, don't you? This pointless trial. Perhaps you even resent me for subjecting you to it. Remember this feeling. Treasure it. I want it smoldering within you when we commune in Camp Dragonbone. I'm just going to teleport. There we go. Hi. Close your eyes and hold out your hands toward me. Breathe deep through your nose, let the air fill your lungs, then let it pass from your lips. Slower, slower. Listen to my voice. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen for the other. Thank the 12. It is you, Leonora. Isambard, remember? It must have been ages since we spoke. To think that you would end up slaying the Lord of the Infernal. When you first came through looking for our missing common folk, I took you for a... Ah, but this is the time to reminisce. I sought you out because I need your help. Do tell. Not long ago, an Amalja raiding party attacked a caravan on the road and abducted several pilgrims. We reported the incident to both the Brass Blades and the Immortal Flames, but it seems neither is in a position to muster forces at present. You know what lies in store should they not be rescued soon. Please, Leonor, there is no one else. Really? Charge into an enemy encampment filled with Amalja warriors and free some fools who should have armed themselves? Risk life and limb to do the work of a dozen men all because you bloody asked? Is that it? That's what we do. But that's what we do, isn't it? Every goddamn time. Fine, we'll bring them back. I thank you for the... They were bound for the encampment to the southeast. Then so are we. The nerve of some people, after all you do for them. Actually, hang on a second. Let me... image edit or create new. Browse. Pictures. Haha! Better image. They're inside, just as Isambard said, mere moments away from being tempered, I'm sure. Well, what are you waiting for? It's time to play the hero. You're not far ahead. Lead the way. Here you go. Gods bless you, adventurer. Keep moving, we're not free just yet. Ellie, do not let her escape. Ow. I might. There. Get out of here. Oh. Done. Next. Keep running. We're saved. Run, get yourselves to Camp Drybone. You will pay for your insolence. Oh, what a day. What a lovely day. I've had my fill, let's go. Duty complete. Heh, just didn't know when to leave off, did they? Neither did you, though, eh? I mean, look at yourself. Most of that's not even your blood. Good thing it's raining. Leave it. You've nothing to be ashamed of. Let's go and give Isambard the good news. Oh. There we go. Much better. Welcome back, Leonor. I heard you really gave those Zamolja what for. Good show. I'm sure you're eager to be on your way, so I don't want to waste any more of your time, but thank you. Come back whenever you like. Is he afraid of me? Those who have never faced death do not scruple to condemn others to it. They know nothing of true sacrifice and are weak for their ignorance. In sacrifice there is strength. In sacrifice there is liberation. Close your eyes and hold out your hands toward me. Breathe deep through your nose. Let the air fill your lungs. Then let it pass from your lips slower. Slower. With every breath, you grow lighter and slip further into the abyss. On a throne of bone, she waits. Serve, save, slay, slay. They come to entreat her judgment. Serve, save, slave, slay, one by one in solemn procession. So what did you hear this time? And there I was thinking you were on the verge of discerning the truth. Your affinity with your dark side grows stronger by the day, and yet there is a hesitation. Listen to me, Leonora. You have performed great deeds and saved countless people. You are a hero to the realm, but you are no Dark Knight. A Dark Knight accepts that she cannot save everyone, that sometimes she is fortunate just to save herself. Sacrifice, Leonora, is to renounce that which binds you, to recognize that which matters, and forsake all that does not. At the very least, you must realize that you cannot continue to carry all these burdens, unless you wish to die a slave. I'm fine, just a little tired. The communion is ended, and with it our time together, but we shall meet again as we did before. Now for the level 45 quest. Ooh, Edge of Darkness. Slowly getting all my powers back. Back to Foundation. Back to the broom. Frey has been watching you. I'm beginning to question your commitment, Leonora. You haven't heard the voice since our last communion, which means you haven't taken my lessons to heart. You know I'm trying to help you, don't you? All of this is for your benefit. You listen, but you don't understand. Never mind. You're the stubborn type, I know that. We'll just have to keep at it until you open your eyes. Morby Dry Docks, that's where we'll head next. What do I get for this? Okay, nothing. Never much cared for the ocean myself. That friend of mine, the one I told you about after our first communion, we came here together once. Long story short, we ended up doing something ridiculously foolish, and we were lucky to make it out alive. I tried to talk her out of it, but she just had to get on that damn boat. Don't be like that, friend. Isn't the Maelstrom supposed to aid the small folk when they're in a spot of trouble? So far as it is possible, yes, but such matters fall within the purview of the Yellow Jackets, and they told me to bugger off. Can you believe that? I'm begging you, Sergeant. Wait, is that you, Leonor? It is, the legend herself. Forgive me, madame, I never thanked you properly for your service to Limbs Elemensa. When I first heard Leviathan had been summoned, I'd feared that... Why, if it isn't that famous adventurer who's been killing primals left and right. Truly, the 12 must be watching over me, because you're just the woman I need. Sniffle sob, I am the victim of a terrible, nay, heinous crime. I was waylaid by Kakern bandits near the Salt Strand, who left me with naught more than clothes on my back. And what makes you think I give a Kakarn's arse about your troubles? Go and bother the Yellow Jackets, like the sergeant said. I seek worthy prey, not a gang of rats. How could you say such a thing, madame? Without your help, I'm ruined. Fine, I'll help. Spoken like a true hero. So you know, the rank and file didn't seem so dangerous, but their leader was a mean-looking bastard. But considering the foes you faced in the past, he couldn't possibly pose a threat to you. Shut your mouth and wait here, I'll be back. If this Kakern isn't everything he promised, I'll take it out of his hide. Let's make the most of this, Leonor. No style, no guile, just chaos. Mark your limits, then push yourself beyond. Let the darkness guide you and set you free. Ah, look at them all. How cute. Yo-Yo Rune, soft hands. At least his hands are soft, I guess? Hurts are hurtful. Will you die now, please? Thank you. Tenacious bastards. Right then, the goods. Good, there's nothing left here for... You okay? You did well. All that's left is to return the goods to their owner. Finish it. Finish what we started. Did you drink too much darkness? Ah, it's you. Were you able to catch up with those bandits? Yes, that seems to be mine, but... Limlane, take me. I can't sell this. Everything's soaked through with Cocoon blood. What did you do? Carve one open and leave him to bleed all over my wares? I'm ruined. Utterly ruined. Madame, I demand recompense for your reckless destruction of my property. I am a reasonable man, so I will acknowledge that you are not wholly responsible. 50% of the value should suffice. 50%? 50%?! I slaughter a gang of Cocoon bandits for your precious goods, and this is the thanks I receive? You spineless sack of shite! I kill your enemies, I fetch your things, I do what you people can't or won't do yourselves. You're helpless, weak, all of you do. All you do is want and need. I should have left you all to drown in Leviathan's tidal wave. At least then I would have been spared your constant bloody whining. Do not speak to me of this ever again. Pray forgive me my insolence, madame. Leonora, madame, you have every right to be upset, but I think he understands, madame. Are you in here? No. You're probably up above. Nope. Frey! Oh, there you are. We can't keep doing this, Leonora. You must see now what it's doing to us, what they're doing to us. These people. He deserved every word. Haha. Haha. Right you are, Leonora, right you are. Felt good, didn't it, seeing that sniveling wretch tremble? I think he nearly pissed himself. You're finally starting to see them for what they are now, aren't you? Good,
hey,
good.
Look, someone just said...
Hey, Visceral! 46 months! Let's get some love and hype, please, for Visceral. All that remains is to hearken to the voice, to grasp its words and discover your true calling. Sure. Just do this. No, this. There. With every breath you grow lighter and slip further into the abyss. A chorus of voices cries out for a hero, and she comes. She smiles, she nods, and she remains silent. But she too has a voice. I will be heard. Leonora Escorian. You stand at the precipice, but do not fear the fall. Cast yourself into the abyss, and you shall soar above, free at last. There are other lands than these, Leonora, lands where we are not known. Ask, and we shall quit this place forever. Only when you have renounced everything are you free to do anything. When we meet again, you will give us your answer. How are you today, Visceral? Back to the broom. Dark Knight. Ah, there it is, living. Oh, hey, the level 50 armor. I knew you would come to your senses, Leonora. Now, let us go. Let us go. If I never see snow again, it'll be too soon. We should go somewhere warm, at least for a little while. Wait for me near the gates of judgment. When you are alone, call out, and I shall join you. A moment later, Frey departs, though in what direction you cannot seem to recall. With the chat mode in say, use your keyboard to enter any phrase, which... there is a specific spot. Frey, where are you? Oh. It needed the caps. Wait, I know that voice. It's Leonora Escorian, the hero of the Scions. Allow me to say what an honor it is to meet you, madame. I mean, by the Fury, the woman who bested Shiva every night under Lord Dromont's command knows the tale. I could go on, but, well, I'll just say it. If I may, madame, we need your help. How do you know my voice if you've never met me? We have a giant problem, madame. A band of them has taken to raiding caravans passing through Danafin Pass. We think they may be planning to expand their territory. Lord Dromont wants them gone, but you know how it is. It's too much. You know how it is. Too much work for the too few hands. We'd need at least 24 knights to clear them out safely. But now that you're here, madam, we have nothing to fear. Aye, while we create a distraction, you can slip past and put their leader down. Without him, they're sure to cut and run. So you'll help us, madam? We beg of you. We beg of you. Thank you so much, madame. We won't forget this. Pray, accompany me to the pass, madame. We can discuss the finer details of our plan there. No. No more. Enough. Oh, shit! That's one of the achievement fates, but, this music isn't happening right now, don't worry. The leader should be somewhere in the tunnels, madame. Once you are in position, we'll launch our attack. If all goes to plan, you should only have to contend with the leader and his guards. May the Fury guide and protect us. Ooh, wow, 500% extra XP every kill. There's no way that's it. Yeah. By the Fury, you really did it, and you made it look so easy. And as for us, there were some injuries, but nothing serious. It was starting to look rather grim, actually. But the moment he fell, they sounded the retreat. It was an honor to fight with you, madame. You really are everything the bards say. Truth be told, I've been following your deeds for some time now, ever since you first came to White Brim Front. Your martial prowess is widely known, of course, but what I found truly inspirational was your compassion for the common man. How you would risk your life without thought for fame or fortune. How the lowest among us could find a friend in you. Sir! Sir! Is something wrong? It's Lord Dromont, sir. He heard we were in the field with Leonora and has demanded she come to White Brim Front at once. Demanding? What is the meaning of this? Certain allegations have been made, sir. It would seem that she was observed conversing with a corpse in the broom. Not that anyone would ever believe such slander, of course. I should warn you, madame, that some of these allegations were made by Temple Knights. You may be asked to surrender your weapon. Haha, surrender your weapon? After what happened in Ul'dah, they must be mad. Pay attention, Leonora. This could be the greatest moment of our life. That is, if you could stop denying the truth that's been staring you in the face since the moment we met. Say my name. Say it. My real name. Our real name. Come now, you knew Frey was dead from the beginning, but you didn't care. You had a sword and a soul crystal, but what you wanted was a mentor. A mentor with the gifts and the knowledge. A dark knight who could guide you on the path, who you could aspire to become. A woman who was free to say and do the things you would not. Even now, you continue to deny it. Well, deny me all you want. You cannot deny what we have become. What we have done. Have I not been good to you? Have I not given you everything I promised? Did I not help you hear the whispers of our very soul? Open your eyes. Look. Do you see now? Do you see? Yo, I look fucking badass. Everything up to now has been your story. And everything after now will be mine. Embrace the abyss. Set yourself free. Hey look, it's a sting. You may as well put the blade at your own neck, but where would that leave us, hmm? Oh, you can't really kill me, you know. Oh, you'll try, but you'll fail. Pull yourself together, Leonora. You are stronger than this. Friends? Really? This is a private affair, and you know it. But carry on pretending otherwise, if it please. Things are certainly coming to a head, aren't they? Do you have any idea how ridiculous you look? Flailing about like a wild beast in a battle against yourself? A house divided cannot stand, Leonora. You're not using whatever that was. Who's this? They got rid of that skill. Cheater! It would seem I underestimated myself, but no matter. They have borne witness to the darkness within us. To what lies beneath the mask. I can't wear a mask. Leonora! Leonora! Listen to us! We will never forsake you, no matter what! We know who you are, Leonora. We know, and so do you. I love how my bandana blows in the wind. So does my ears, apparently. A fantastic display of willful ignorance. Wipe the slate clean. Forgive and forget. Convince yourselves that she can be controlled. The warrior of light. Our weapon of light. It isn't too late, Leonora. We can still be free. Leonora? So this is your answer. Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen. If this is how it must be, then so be it. But know that when you tire of this charade, I shall be here, waiting to take the reins. You need only ask. Praise Helona, you're all right, madame. For a moment, we fear we'd lost you forever. Lord Dromont made it clear that we will speak no more of what happened, not that he had to ask, mind. As for your friend, I am told he will be interred with full rites. May his soul rest in peace. I now have Living Dead, which is my save myself skill. Are you certain you are alright, madame? You seem a little... Never mind. Fare you well. You subdue your dark side. For now. No. Use this. Oh, by the way, this event started, so whenever you do the, Oh. I was expecting this to be, like, actual Dark Knight gear. Okay, I guess. I was expecting it to be the armor that I was just wearing in that cutscene. Okay. Level 60 is when I get my armor, unfortunately, on Dark Knight. Let me do that. Now, we can go to the last vigil. I won't continue on with the story because the level 52 quest. This one... Oh. Wait a minute. The Wages of Mercy. Is this my job quest? Hang on. Let me make sure. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and grab these two quests. Shall we be off then, old girl? Ah, but where are my manners? Emmeline de Fortemps, second son of Count Edmont de Fortemps. Fortom. Trueborn, that is. Yes, yes, I know what you're thinking, and you're absolutely right. What ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Oh, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true, but who could be satisfied subsisting on a meager allowance? Forever overshadowed by his sibling. Not I, old girl, not I. Which is why I need your help to ensure that this business in the Sea of Clouds goes swimmingly, so that the tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts, or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Artoirel. Ambitious, I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero to do my bidding, ha ha ha. Oh, don't look at me that way, I jest. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women of House Halenart. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they've fallen on hard times since the calamity, poor blighters. As for what precisely we will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. And let's grab yours. Let us begin anew, Mistress Escorian. I am Sir Artoirel de Fortom, eldest son of Count Edmond de Fortom. You will forgive my outburst, I hope. I mean no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me, unlike some. Harshfont has spoken of you often. If you are even half the woman he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then, we will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Durandal and Dzimel. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it? Aye, well, suffice it to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture, but we shall speak more of that anon. First, we must need secure transportations to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo Stables and Foundation. Okay. The Aether Plaza should be good. There's the Chocobo. Greetings, Mr. Escorian. I settled a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands, as per Lord Artoirel's instruction. Will this be your first time riding a black chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly. Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high, too, even over Snowcloak. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by herself. So just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, but be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please. Can't remember. Is this voiced?
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, she came.
Artoirel. The road looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. To business. Sir Redwald is in charge here. He should be expecting us. It has been far, far too long, Lord Artoirel. And who might your companion be? Pray forgive us our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Leonor Escorian, Ward of House Fortom. Ah, yes, of course. Lord Drillmont spoke of you. I, Sir Redwald of House Durndale, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Mistress Escorian is unfamiliar with our recent history? Then with your permission, I shall recount the tale for her benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some few villagers, and then the calamity. And then came the calamity. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the heretics. Lady Iceheart and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. As promised, we of House Fortom are at your disposal, Sir Redwald. You need but just tell us where to begin. Several craftsmen in service to House de Zemel are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Roth, their foreman, tells me he has need of a woman with your talents. Would you be so kind as to seek him out? He's over there. But first, why don't we go do this? Yes, I'm Roth. And who might you be? Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I have the honor of overseeing this fine mess you see before you. Sent me over on one of them black birds, same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. But fury take me, this ice, it's bloody unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell you. Mark my words, there are pockets of them here and there just waiting for me to turn my back so they can sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, you're sure to find them. A little over leveled. Not much, but a little. What? That was so weird. And there's our final one. How many are in this one? 3 more? Nope, just 2. Roth, I killed all the ice. Ha! There's a woman what looks like she's found her marks. You're just the sort we need around here, the kind that'll hop to when she sees a task undone. Let me just... Ooh. Ew, no. Ew. That's the same. Well, that's not bad. And that's ninja. Literally, just a ninja. Wait. Definitely. I'm Naruto Uzumaki. Believe it. No money. Hey, level 54. I like how archers got aiming, or like robes. You're a dab at hand at Warcraft, I can tell. Not that I've any skill at arms to speak of mine, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be a waste to keep you to myself when there are others what need help, same as me. So if you're keen to keep doing on what you've done, I'd ask you to head north to the pike. The bloody huge statue out in the waste if you've never been. Mason by the name of Theramont is out there tending to the thing. Good man, Theramont, but I reckon he's taken on too much work for one. Might be there's something you can do for him. I can't fly anymore. Wah. I am attuned to this, right? Yeah. It's showing a guild mode. I wanna fly. I don't have the weird. Hail to you, traveler. What brings you out this way? Foreman Roth bid you assist me? Well, far be it from me to turn down a helping hand. I have been tasked with the restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just the thing for it. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you could slay 3 and bring me their bristles, I would be in your debt. This minion of light is very unique and I love it. It changes into... It's 3 different minions in one. The FC talking about whatchamacallit, oh, not that image. We want Garuda. FC talking about housing. There you are. Have you the bristles? Yeah, here they are. Ah, feel how coarse that is? That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot from the statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Haldroth, first of the Azure Dragoons and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. A symbol to everything the Dravanians despise, which is why they've taken to searing it with dragonfire every time they pass by. But no longer will we suffer this desecration for our nation's hero. Soon the statue will be as it once was, a proud, shining testament to the determination of Ishgard, and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard and the conditions harsh, but as a proudest guardian, I could ask for no greater honor. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Sir Saudore? Stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. Any road, while you were away, she came through on patrol, and I think she may have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. If this is a love package, I'm gonna slap you. I really miss flying. I want to fly. Also the speed increase. I gotta go around this way. No, they're a red mage. What's that? A package? I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about. Confound it, that fool of a... Oh, what a waste. It was a gift, adventurer. Theramont labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him, by the Fury? Have you no sense of decorum? A high-born knight cannot be seen favoring a low-born mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern, as well as your willingness to assist, Theramont. May your journey back to Falcon's Nest be safe and swift. Pray, give my regards to Sir Redwold. I mean, the fact that he returned it shows he's honorable. Man. Not being able to fly in these areas. I miss it so much. I understand why they have you unlock it, because they want you to see the areas and explore them. I must applaud your initiative, Mistress Escorian. Roth tells me you've been quite busy. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. I have a task to which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Artoirel included. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of this situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Dromont said. Good. We have lost contact with a reconnaissance party sent north to Riversmeet in search of the heretics' hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortune, we know not. But regardless of the cause, we must act quickly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land, which can claim, and has claimed, the lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Artoirel will be working together. Seek them out when you're ready to depart, and good luck. It seems we've been assigned the area near Camp Riversmeet, Mistress Escorian. Lest you are unaware, the camp was one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from the Coerthas Western Highlands. One of many sacrifices made in the wake of the calamity. 'Twould not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. There is but one way to find out, though. Let us be off. Oh, look at my poor whale. Look at the little eyeballs chasing the person. One whiskey, one goat, one spear. What? Well, someone's fighting it. Might as well get some XP from it, right? Hey, someone else is helping. I really should use my chocobo. Alright. Look at everyone joining now. There below us, Camp River meat. So, or what? Or Rivers meat, or what remains of it. Oh, look at that. The aetherytes all frozen over. I see no way to descend the cliff safely from here. Should we fall, the beast below would make short work of us. Come, I know a path to the riverbed below, east of Black Iron Bridge. But I just want to jump. Why can't I just jump? Ah, there you are. If the reconnaissance party came this way, I see no sign of it. Still, it is possible that recent storms have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternate route to Camp River's meet. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. Whenever mob's casting bar is blinking, interject to stop that skill. You discover a new location. Oh, someone's DCing. Quick, lure mobs to them. A kid. Reconnaissance party night. Hey, look. Who are you getting beat up by? Ah, heretics. Hey, your other friend's already dead. Let's just stun him before he tries to use shield bash on me. You okay? Are you alright? I heard sounds of a struggle. Thank the Fury. I thought no one would come. 3 heretics slain and 1 knight saved, just like that. You certainly live up to your reputation, Mistress Escorian. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Cough, wheeze. Not but white all around, until we saw shapes moving towards us, running towards us, with naked steel in their hands. I cut down a few of the bastards who came close. But the others, there was shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you here. Aye, cough cough, my lord, the heretics' hideaway lies somewhere to the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all traces of their passing. For my brothers, we must cough, wheeze. Have faith, sir, justice will be done. But first, we must see you to safety. Yay, more money. He has the right of it, Mistress Escorian. Whatever remains of the heretic's trail will be gone with the next snowfall. But we cannot very well leave our friend here. I will see him to the Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the heretic's trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith. Be sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize that this plan may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Rest assured, we will not be far behind, and Leonora, thank you. We're almost done with this side. Oh, really? The tracks continue to the north. To the north. Oh, Tybalt, thank you for the raid. Why didn't my alerts go off? Let me get some love and hype. Also, let me shout you out, Tybalt. But thank you very much for the raid, Tybalt. Played more Final Fantasy IV. Were you doing more ladder races? Oh. There we go. There's the announcement. You beat Flurry, nice! To the north. To the north. Oh. We've been followed. Let's get rid of the healer first. Anyone who's ever played an RPG knows to get rid of the healer first. Spineless heretic. Did they rip your spine out? Is that what happened? Help! Someone help! Nope, nope. Oh. Stay away from me! Can I? I wonder if I lose by killing him. We're about to find out. I really hate how this isn't adding to my map. Maybe I should have let him guide me. What kind of ladder race was it, Tibble? I have a feeling I'm very far off where I am. I don't know what Fuwario is. All I know is something about Vanilla Fu. Oops. I went too far. It's gotta be here, right? Aha! They found us! To arms! Spellweaving heretic. Well, this heretic is dead. Oh, I can't stun this one. No, I won't. Urgh. Duty complete. Why didn't it just end after I killed that person? Oh, it's her.
Looking for me, I presume.
It's Midgard Stormer.
The child who glimpsed the truth.
The child who glimpsed the truth.
No, it cannot be.
Hi.
She cameth unto me, as didst thou. Alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo.
Yeah, I knew that already.
The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found. But I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr.
Hraesvelgr.
And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice, and saw the truth through his eyes.
Whose voice?
I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people, to bring dragon and man together as they once were, and should ever be.
Killing civilians won't bring them together.
wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control. Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right.
How?
I'm neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored. We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
There we go. Mistress Escorian, please Helona, you're alive. We came in swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. So they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. 'Tis a pity Lady Iceheart escaped, but we must not let that detract from your accomplishment. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow this day, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. The Knights of matters here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwald. Come, after tracking heretics across malms of ice and snow, I would say you are due a few hours' rest next to a warm fire. Yeah, I'm just going to teleport. Hey, Redwald. Lord Artorel, Mistress Escorian, full glad am I to see you both hale and healthy. What news? You mean to say you've hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury! I believe we have made great strides toward purging these lands of heretics. I mean to say as much when I deliver my reports to my father and the Holy See. As will I, Lord Artorel. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandal and Fortom could achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest? We most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Mistress Escorian have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray, return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. But I did all the work. Back to Foundation. Athenium Astrolog. Yeah. The place right outside where you get Astrologian. Are you ready to depart, madame? The airship bound for Camp Cloudtop will be leaving shortly. Next! Welcome to the Sea of Clouds.
Upon an airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Sid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, would come to call Eorzea home.
Hmm? I like that shield.
High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds, a frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore. To a fledgling outpost within the sea of clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows, she came.
I like how this airship was like drifting into park. Awfully cold up here. I mean, Coerthas may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. And of course, our hero who is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain that strong, silent persona all of the time, you know. Never mind, we need to find Lady Laniet. She is in charge of the garrison here. Oh, and when we find her, just follow my lead, okay? Yes? Excellent? Okay. Okay. First, we get tuned to the Aetheryte before we do anything. Can I just, you know... Oh. Everyone's got the car now. Banzai! Wait, I said banzai! Crap. You discover a new location. Mistress Escorian, welcome. I am Sarah Lania de Helenar, commander of the forces stationed here at Camp Cloudtop. Strange though it may sound, I have long dreamed of meeting you. I am in your debt, you see, and shall ever remain so. Were it not for you, my younger brother Francel would have been executed upon the word of a false inquisitor. Alas, a knight must go where duty demands, and thus have I been unable to seek you out. But by the grace of Helone, I have been granted an opportunity to thank my brother's savior in person, and to call upon her generous aid besides. Truly, I know not what I have done to deserve this double blessing. Ahem, 'tis a pleasure to see you again, my lady Leonette. You cut an elegant figure as always, a steel-clad rose, equally at home on the battlefield or in a ballroom. Lord Emmanuel, if it is not too much to ask, I should be grateful if you would allow me to finish speaking with Mistress Escorian. Camp Cloudtop was established to provide early warning of impending Dravanian incursions. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, it also makes us ready to target. Makes us a ready target for attack. We are not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest and most advanced airship, is capable of downing all but the mightiest dragons. Alas, you may have noticed it is currently undergoing repair. What is worse, our efforts have been hampered by an indigenous beast tribe known as the Vanu Vanu, with whom we have had several skirmishes already. No beastman is a match for a man of Ishgard. Bring me a birdman and I'll show him a thing or two. I fear much and more may be asked of you in days to come, Mr. Siskorian. I think he just got rejected, dude. Lady Lynette knows all too well what must be done to ensure that your time spent in Camp Cloudtop is not for nothing. While I understand Count Edmond's intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled underfoot. True, it is entirely possible that he may learn something from this experience, but if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely that he will make a mess of things. Tell him that I would like him to keep watch for Dravanian outflyers. Then, when you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private, make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep a manling from shirking his duty. A request from Lynette? Why didn't she think to ask me in person? Surely she must be see me standing here but a few moments away. Oh, never mind, what is it? A mission? Yes, of course, that is why I'm here. I shall do as my lady asks. Ah, Mistress Escorian, I do not believe I have properly introduced myself. My name is Honoroy, and I serve as at the pleasure of Lord Emmanuel. Lady Lynette would have me accompany Lord Emmanuel on his mission? Ah, I understand completely. I will do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Done. Were he of another house, mayhap I would not feel obligated to go to such length to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking to him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you, at least more so than others. Or mayhap you are more skilled at this than most. I suspect you have had to humor your fair of difficult men before. Now that Emmanuel is out of the harm's way, we are free to discuss matters of actual import, such as our struggles with the Vanu Vanu. We first encountered the Vanu several years ago when we had just begun to explore the Sea of Clouds. After an exchange of pleasantries and gifts, we received permission to construct a permanent lookout post. There was peace between our people for half a year until suddenly, for reasons unknown, their attitudes towards us changed. They began to attack our foraging parties without provocation, forcing us to rely more heavily on supplies flown in from Ishgard. But words are no substitute for first-hand experience. Go and see Sir Marielle. She could use your assistance. She must be up there. just makes me think of like a giant playground for kids. Mistress Escorian, I presume. Lady Lynette told me you were coming. I hear you've never faced a Vanu before? Well, spend enough time on patrol and you're sure to cross paths with them eventually. These birdmens are native to the floating isles. I say birdmen, but they're not at all like the Ixal, unless that Ixal's mother was a Gigas. Here, let me mark several locations on your map. If you discover any Vanu in these areas, kill or drive them away. We both grabbed an extra friend, it seems. What level is this? 52. Ah, that must be the level 52 quest for that then. Not gonna be a fight. You steel yourself for a mighty struggle, yet find no Vanu lying in wait. Give me a moment. Oh, what? Oh! That didn't have a purple cloud, did it? Wait, I need to look this up. Yeah, I murdered them. Finished with your patrol? Anything to report? Heh, maybe it was too much to hope for a day without a skirmish. At least I could take solace in the fact that Helone has blessed us with a mighty ally. Except in your recent clashes with the Vanu, it cannot have escaped your notice that things here are rather peaceful, to the detriment of our garrison's discipline. Despite being built as an observation post, we have yet to record a single intrusion by the Horde. That is why, as far as everyone is concerned, Camp Cloud Top is a backwater of no significance. And of course, the pride of our camp, the vaunted Protector, is in a perpetual state of need and repairs. So even were the Holy See to come under Dravanian attack, we would be unable to fly to their aid. Simply put, Mistress Escorian, this is where your ambitions comes to die. If you have aspirations for advancement, you'll be right at home. However, I would like to think that enthusiasm can be just as contagious as apathy. If you'll indulge me, I would have you seek out the sentries and stoke their fighting spirits. Psych them up, if you might say. Ow. That's sick. Is it an attack? What should we do? What should we do? You had me fooled there for a moment, old girl. An amusing jest, albeit a tad cruel. Surely you must realize how unsuited I am to the monotony of mere sentry duty. Yet still you tempt me with the promise of excitement. No, this won't do. This won't do at all. Lady Lynette will give me a grand mission, as befits my station. Whoops. I didn't do it. He was like that when I got here. Psych! Well, what is it? Is it the Horde? By the Fury, whatever possessed you to do that? I'm awake. I'm awake. Worry not. After the shock you just gave me, I doubt I'll sleep for a fortnight. Oops. You're looking rather grim. Why so serious? The Vanu are no real threat. The Dravanians couldn't give a fig about us. Oh. Whoops. Ye gods, where did that come from? Fine, if you insist, I will make an effort to be more alert. But really, I fail to see the point. We're hundreds of moms away from the front lines, which is just the way I like it. Thank you very much. This might level me to 55. Many thanks, Mistress Escorian. Already I can see a change in our sentry's behavior. Beg your pardon, Lord Amanalaine said what? Ha, well, I have no doubt that Lady Lynette will do her utmost to oblige him. If Lord Amanalaine is going to demand a more dangerous duty, then I expect Lady Lynette will want you to accompany him. Aye, you might as well speak with her sooner rather than later. There is no use avoiding the inevitable. Mistress Escorian, Lord Amanalaine has just informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand we have you to thank for this epiphany? Well, there's nothing for it but to give him something more demanding. Then, can I count on you to keep him safe? Sure. Excellent. We are in constant need of fresh water and can't Cloud Top. Man, as there are no underground sources we can tap with wells. However, there is a unique variety of crystal we have recently discovered, which may enable us to obtain water through other means. These spring crystals can be found in Vor Sian to the east of here. Would have you and a Madeleine bring one back to us. You may have to contend with feral beasts which populate the lakes, not to mention Vanu scouts ranging from their nearby settlement. Of course, that all pales in comparison to keeping the young lord entertained, but you have doubtless grown accustomed to that by now. Good luck and be safe. Lady Lynette told you to tell me about my mission once again? If I didn't know any better, I'd swear she's avoiding me. Anyway, what is it? Finally, it's about time she entrusted me with a mission of real import. Right, then, let's go, let's go. I like those little Gallicats, they're so adorable. Can I have one as a pet? And I'm not talking in game. So this is Vor Sian Saran of legend. And nary a Vanu in sight. How disappointing. I could do with some sport. I know, why don't you and I make a competition? Whoever finds the superior specimen wins. Honoroy shall judge our entries on size, purity, and say aesthetic sensibilities. Let us begin at once. In other words, he's going to say yours is better. I love the look of these leeches. They're so adorable. Ooh. Oh wait, there's multiple? I want to look this up and see if okay. It's a specific one I have to find. I wonder if it's always the same or if it's a different one. Oh boy. What's that little tiny thing? It's a little baby bird. Ah. There we are. Well, that person should be returning shortly. So I guess we'll kind of get our answer. Ah, Mr. Siskorian, have you brought your entry for the contest? My understanding of such things is limited, but can this truly be used to draw moisture from the air like water from a pump? Fascinating. I just realized there's my level 55. Lord of Madeleine has been gone for an awfully long time. Did you perchance see him while you were searching for your crystal? Even he must realize the danger of wandering too far in such a place. Mayhap I am worrying about nothing, but I must ask you that you assist me in looking for him, Mr. Siskorian. We shall find him more quickly if we split up. Pray, search the southeastern area of Vorsian-Sharan as swiftly as you are able, and rendezvous with me in the north. Farewell, good luck. I feel like it is, because that was awfully quick for him to come back. They've been talking about a fate in novice chat, and I'm kind of curious what one they've been talking about. You survey the surrounding area for a time, but see no sign of a Madeleine. Mistress Escorian, Lord of Madeleine has been taken by the Vanu. They have my lord surrounded, a whole gang of them. Please, you must come quickly. Not very good at keeping him alive, are you? Proceed. Ooh, pretty. The Vanu must have taken him to that village, mayhap the two present to their chieftain. I will make haste to the Rose House and tell Lady Lynette what has happened. Yet by the time I return with aid, it may already be too late. Forgive me for asking, Mistress Escorian, but should you spy an opportunity to sneak past the sentries and rescue Lord Manelaine in my absence, I beg you to take it. I know he can be a trifle presumptuous and insensitive and, well, insufferable, but he doesn't deserve this. Hey, Frey, you want to come out? And dead. Coming through. It's another one of these where I'm basically just going through the overworld map. By the way, by sneak past, you meant just kill them all, right? By the Fury, you're not going to eat me, are you? That's not what you do with prisoners, is it? Leonora! Leonora! I'm over here! Netherlings come to free prisoners. Spread word of like thunder and cast them into Cloud Sea. Whew! That was thoroughly unpleasant. Oh yeah. That's why I should have killed them on the way out. Stop cowering like a bitch and go. You're a knight. Come on. Oh. What? Help has arrived, Leonora. Horschfont, is that you? Thank heavens, get us out of here. Keep the Manelaine safe, Leonora. We'll hold them off. We already had him saved. You know, just go, kid. Come on. There we go. You coward. Hey, it's Horshfont.
Reinforcements. Anger of Honu, chief of mighty Vondo, royals like blackest storm clouds. Offer netherlings to the white. Cloud sea swells and he comes.
What? Well then.
The white, mighty Bismarck, lord of the mists.
Why can't I make a bird person?
By the fury, it's a primal. We must away.
Dude, just let me kill them all.
Damn!
Is that Sid?
Typical. All right, we're going in.
Aye, aye, Chief.
Yep, it's Sid. I don't remember this.
All aboard!
I like how Sid took off without Horshfont there. I ain't your snack. The gods only know that what might have happened had we not been around to save you. No need for thanks, though. It's not as if you haven't done the same for us on a few precious occasions. Alright, more than a few. 'Twas but blind chance that brought us together this time. In case you were wondering, the Holy See has petitioned the Ironworks for assistance with this creation of theirs, the Protector. Apparently, they can't seem to get her flying. Anyway, I came to Camp Cloudtop to cast an eye over the ship, only to learn that you had arrived some few days before with an Ishgardian lordling in tow. Small world, I thought. Just as the lordling's manservant skittered into view, babbling about his master having been captured, and you risking all to rescue him, and the rest, as they say, is history. Right. Well, I hate to cut it short our reunion, but I'm here on business after all, and the boys are already hard at work. Don't worry, old friend. We'll speak again soon, I promise. Yay! Well, very well, I admit it. It was an incredibly harrowing experience. I could very well have died, you know. Me, dead. On the other hand, by risking life and limb in the line of duty, I did succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal. And that, old girl, is no small feat. I have made an historic discovery, a fact even Lady Lynette will have no choice but to acknowledge. Yes, I am rather looking forward to basking in the sunshine of her praise. Speaking of which, isn't it time we made our triumphant return? Time to fall and break our legs. Splat. By the way, how are my crystals looking? Praise Helone, I feared the worst. What happened out there? A primal? Are you sure? Yet, now that I think on it, this Bismarck is reminiscent of the white whale of Vonner legend, a massive creature said to swim in the Sea of Clouds. From what I have learned of comparable summonings, the presence of the Vano god would certainly explain the sudden change in their behavior toward the people of Camp Cloudtop. Ah, you mean to say that they have fallen under the Primal's influence? I recall reading of such things in the documents provided by Master Alphino. Aren't we forgetting something important, Lady Lynette? A little recognition for the hero of the hour? A few choice expressions of gratitude, respect, admiration, and so on? Why, yes, you are right, of course. Mistress Escorian deserves all that and more for having risked her life to rescue such an esteemed personage. Well, if there is naught else to discuss, I would depart for Ishgard forthwith. The Holy See and the Temple Knights must be informed of this new threat without delay. But of course, Mistress Escorian, you have done more than enough here. Pray return to Ishgard with Lord Horsfont and give my warmest regards to the Count. So that's it then? No more forays into enemy territory? Very well, I can see my services are no longer needed. Take care, Lady Lynette, and may our next meeting take place under more felicitous circumstances? All's well that ends well, eh? To the airship landing, then. We can speak on the journey home. Speak with Horsfont in Ishgard. It should be over here, right? Yep. I confess, I have always been rather fond of airship travel. The chill of the wind upon your face, the warmth of the blood pumping in your veins from the excitement, I find the whole experience indescribably invigorating. Or mayhap it is simply the joy of having cheated death yet again? Ha! In any event, I must make for the congregation and inform Sir Amaric of all that has occurred. A Manolian should have returned to the manor by now. Why not go and see if he has recovered from his ordeal? And that's both passed on. Shall I show you inside? Yes. Yes, you shall. Oh, it's you, Leonora. Whimpered. God, did he have to strike me so hard? Father, he did not approve of how I handled matters in Camp Cloudtop, how I endangered the lives of others through my own sniff, reckless and incompetence. It's not easy playing the hero, is it? Doesn't really matter. Mistress Escorian, I would speak plain. From the first, I question your motives and your competence. Unjustly, I now realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beggar belief. But Horschfont swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened, because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother, the legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Mother hated him, of course. Even on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him, and, to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmeet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone. An onerous task, fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Eorzea, an honored guest of House Fortom. My new comrade in arms, Horschfont's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a test, but part of me hoped that you would fail. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest nor any sign of fear. And you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Horschfont had the right of it all along. That I doubted your strength bespeaks my own weakness, but I will not doubt you again, Mistress Escorian. On that, you have my word. Hey. Ah, Mistress Escorian, my lord the Count much desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Artoirel and Lord Amanelaine. If you would remain here for a moment.
The hero returns. I cannot thank you enough for saving young Amanelaine's life. Aye, he told me everything. I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Forton. You've won as much honor, my friend.
My lord.
Yeah?
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings.
Then speak.
Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries.
Oh, duh.
Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavens Ward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Sir Grinno is a brute. Exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamail. How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
Though you have won the hearts and minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed. Men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your successes, even as we celebrate them. 'Tis like that one such member of House Zemael is manipulating Sir Grenot, for he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I am quite certain his masters know better. Yet the truth will avail us naught if we cannot prove their innocence. You would do well to speak with Sir Emmerich at the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. He will know more of these charges. Okay, well, we're Forgotten Knight. It has been too long, Leonora. Would that this visit came under happier circumstances. You are come to plead for Master Alphinaud and Mistress Tataru, I take it? Word of their detainment reached us while I was delivering my report on the Vano Primal. Truly, I know not which is the more ludicrous, these charges or that flying feathered whale. That Sir Grenot's accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is the Knight of the Heavens Ward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights in all of Ishgard, sworn to serve his eminence alone. Suffice it to say, their testimony is unimpeachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. After all the Scions have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us to defend the steps of faith and drive back the Dravanian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. But of course! In a trial by combat sanctioned by the Inquisition, the victor's claim is judged true, regardless of the petitioner's standing. Under Ishgardian law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Alphinaud and Mistress Tataru would be expected to face Sir Grenot and a second of his choosing, another Knight of the Heavens Ward, most likely. Two of them? By the Fury, that can hardly be considered fair. Master Alphinaud's magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he will have no choice but to participate. Mistress Tataru, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill, and should be afforded the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. Lest you doubt, I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I am sure Lord Horschfont. But all here present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us, and mayhap in the realm at large. Then it is settled. I will visit Master Alphinaud at once, and inform him of our intentions. Leonora, meet me at the tribunal when you have made ready. Until then, my friend. The tribunal. Oh, literally. Wait, what? The tribunal. Listen carefully, Leonora. When the trial begins, the petitioner will be asked to restate his charges, and the accused invited to respond. Then, in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate their request for a trial by combat. Once the High Adjudicator acknowledges Mistress Tataru's right to name a champion, that which is when you must make your entrance. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on Sir Grenot's face when he sees his true opponent. 'Twill be priceless. More seriously, should you begin to lose heart, look to me in the stands and I shall cheer so loud you'll wonder how you could ever have contrived to doubt yourself. Now, are you ready? Let's do this. I think he's saying I'll heal you.
gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward. Sir Grino, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grino de Zemile, brother of the Heavens Ward, did bear witness to these 2 foreigners consorting with heretics.
Let the accused step forward.
Adjudicator.
Alfino Leveilleur, Tataru Taru, you have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Sir Grino's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alfino Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru Taru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
Okay.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
Hi.
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
Nod, nod, nod. I like how they could just drop the floor beneath you.
O Halone, render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous and cast down the wicked.
Cracks knuckles. My character just cracks her whole body. Crack! Let's do this! It's a dragoon. I should do what I can to support you, Leonora. Now let us teach these noble sirs the folly of bearing false witness. Well, well, who do we have here? This one is mine, Sir Bruno. Go and play with the boy. Humph. Bloody waste of... Come on, then. You wanted this, remember? I've had enough of your tricks. Oh, I need to... Ah, fine champion you are. You're almost dead. You have been indulged enough, heathen swine. Leonora, Elfinod, look out!
I've got you now. Down with you!
Oh, one of them's down. Can I not take aggro off this guy? Nope. Alfredo, please, don't just stand in the attack! was easy. Want to go another round? They won. I mean, we won. The Fury has spoken. Alfinod Leverlier, Tataru, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who receive her wisdom and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Petitioners accused, go forth in peace. Delivered from an untimely demise yet again. My thanks, as always. Nod. By the Fury, what a splendid victory! To see how you strove in the face of adversity. Two brave young souls bound together by the puissant bonds of camaraderie. Why, it stirred me to the very depths of my soul. Having been treated to such a rousing spectacle, it seems only right that I present you with a humble token of mine admiration. Pray, receive of me this chocobo whistle. With it, you may summon a black chocobo, fully trained and ready to fly. Oh, look at how cute it is. Magnificent, is she not? Strong yet sleek, elegant yet eager. What say you, Leonora? Will you take her for your steed? Lord Horsfont, chocobos are prohibited in the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. Your steed must remain outside. Whoops. We also get the Aether Compass. Aether Currents, now accessible. You have attained a black chocobo. While riding this mount, you will have the ability to fly, provided certain conditions have been met. To fly in a given region, you must first find and attune to all the local Aether Currents. In order to attune to some Aether Currents, you will need to complete certain quests. However, most can be discovered via exploration. To aid you in this endeavor, you have also obtained an Aether Compass, which will provide you with both the bearing and the distance to the nearest Aether Current upon use. Should you lose this compass, you may speak with Gilbrillon at the Forgotten Knight to obtain another. To review your progress, select Travel from the main menu, followed by Aether Currents. New mount. Ooh. Oh, look at that. 40 of those. Black chocobos are all well and good, but the true reward for your effort is the exoneration of your comrades. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see to personally. In the meantime, pray return to Fortant Manor, and the Count has done so already, and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's events. I kicked their ass. Shall I go again? Welcome, Mistress Escoriad. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes. Now, I'm gonna grab all those Aether Currents whether I'm on stream or not, because there's so many and I want to be able to fly. Helone smiles on us yet again, Mistress Escoriad, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess, I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your prowess. You understand, I merely knew the strength of your opponents. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Besting 2 of the Heavens Ward, but while the city elite looked on, by the Fury, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do so from now on. I mean, they're pretty weak to lose to me like that. My lord! Now what? We have just received a message from the vault. His Eminence, the Archbishop, requests the presence of Mistress Escorian. An invitation from the Archbishop? What an honor! A personal summons is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, you would be wise not to delay. Go on, Mistress Escorian, we shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him, and he will escort you inside. Are you mad I beat up one of your friends? What? Where's the vault? Oh, just up. Ah, I see what happened. We are honored to receive you, Mr. Escorian. This way, please. My bandana's gone. Why is my bandana gone?
Your Eminence, it is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
I have heard the tales of your many grand endeavors. The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise. I am Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies. You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate, but as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress. Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to...
How tall is he?
This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavens Ward were in receipt of erroneous information.
I mean, your Heavens Ward dude literally...
No has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
He said he saw it. Also, that's a great sword. Are you a Dark Knight?
Misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard, but one which should never have occurred. For who could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain. That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence, As you wish, Your Eminence. That will be all for today.
I want that sword. But why don't I have my bandana on?
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position. Now tell me, young lady, what do you know of the Ascians?
They're trying to kill us
Much
all.
and more, I shouldn't wonder. Being the bringer of light. You should know that I myself,
Or at least the
have lived with
Eorzeans.
them, have entertained them as guests, even. Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course, nor less of being their puppet. Yet, were I to refuse them outright, I should learn naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them. Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict. And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the warrior of light. If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must needs work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace. Think on it.
I want that knight's sword. Can I murder him and take it? Yeah, I did have my... I wonder, why did that cutscene take my headband off? Let me in.
There you are. I confess, I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you? Well, well. A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced. By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well.
Yep.
We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
So, there's already a primal summoned.
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you. When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Rauburn is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate!
If the Flame General dies, we will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account. Lord Orshifon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay. We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Rauburn.
Let's save Rauburn. Lucky number 7. Though the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Ul'dah without a plan. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn how things stand in the Sultanate, which is why I propose that we visit Limsa Lominsa. Aye, you heard me right. While you were about your altruistic endeavors, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between House Fortemps and a Lominsan consortium. During said negotiations, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I am happy to report that we yet have a stout ally in Limsa. The Admiral has pledged her full cooperation in any effort to rescue Raoban. Accordingly, I have agreed to meet with her that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies, after all. When you arrive in Limsa Lominsa, make yourself known to Sergeant Xanthiel at Bulwark Hall on the lower decks. He'll admit you to the bridge. Bulwark Halls. Right over here.
Friends, 'tis good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
Thankfully, we had allies there who took us under their wing. And theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Ul'dah, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary, 'twould seem the charges against us have not been made public. Might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
I mean...
Sharp as ever, Master Elfino. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, the Elder Seed Seer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found. Our argument was simple. Lacking proof, to accuse the saviors of the realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms. In their wisdom, the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen.
I mean...
There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seed Seer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication, that she might pave the way for the establishment of an Ul'dah Republic.
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seed Seer and I to lend Raoban a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit. Surely Lolorito would never knowingly... Ah, could it be? I dare not hope.
The Ul'dah authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing.
Ah.
To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Raoban is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long. Pray mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately.
Alphinaud's so tiny.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphinaud. Following his capture, Raoban had been held in the Marasaja pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the brass blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
The Crystal Braves.
Aye. If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain. At any rate, if we're to rescue Raoban, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
Raoban's survival is vital to the Eorzean Alliance. We can ill afford to lose him, but I cannot send troops into Uldar. 'Twould spell the end of the Alliance, and war like as not. If there is to be a rescue, it falls to you and yours to attempt it. I would not have it any other way, Admiral. Was I who founded the Crystal Braves, and I who must take responsibility for their actions. Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphinaud. By way of a first step, you should seek out our Doman contact. You will find her among the frontier hands at Revenant's Toll, working in a kitchen. Okay. As you can see, the prices for teleports are ramping up. I can fly! Mistress Leonora, I knew in my heart that you were safe, but to see you again in the flesh, words cannot well express my relief. Even as the victory feast was taking place, the Crystal Braves turned upon us and took the Rising Stones by force. Amid the chaos, some few of my compatriots and I were able to slip away unnoticed. Since then, we have remained in Revenant's Toll, keeping watch over the mutineers while awaiting your return. You have done well by us, and we Domans do not soon forget our debts. We swear to do all within our power to aid you. Shortly before you arrived, I received word from Limsa Lominsa that you were searching for General Raoban. As the Admiral will have informed you, he was recently moved from his cell in the Marasaja pit. At the same juncture, Yu Hase and the 3rd Unit were observed leaving the Rising Stones. This can be no simple coincidence. Their purpose, we believe, is to escort the Flame General to the scene of his execution. Suffice it to say, we have people shadowing the 3rd. If you would join the hunt, pray seek out Doware at Highbridge, where I too am bound. Visceral, are you there? I have been expecting you. Time is of the essence, so I shall be direct. Yu Hase and his men are bound for Halatali. We believe that this is where they intend to carry out the execution. Hosen is presently keeping watch over the entrance. Let us make haste and join him. Alright, let's try this again. Now to Halatali. You come at a good time, my friends, but moments ago the traitor Ilberd arrived and entered Halatali. From this we may be certain that General Raubon is being held within. There is no time to lose. General Aldin may be executed at any moment. You must enter Halatali and free him from his captors. Please see to your preparations and tell me when you are ready to proceed. One of our own will accompany you inside. Yugiri!
Pray, forgive me my lateness.
No problem, Yugiri.
Lady Yugiri!
Master Alphino, I am pleased to see that the light of resolve shines in your eyes once more.
Ah, yes. How pathetic I must have seemed to you when we last met. I am ashamed to record it. For a time I was well and truly lost. But with the aid of my comrades, I have since refound my purpose, and I shall take care not to misplace it again.
Since your escape from Ulda, my fellow shinobi and I have shadowed the Crystal Braves every step, in hopes of learning the Scion's whereabouts. Regrettably, our investigation has yet to yield any useful information. Pray, forgive us.
You need not apologize, my lady. We are grateful for all that you have done on our behalf. Besides, Raubon is no less a friend, and we cannot well abandon him to his fate.
Hozan, the three of us shall attend to the Flame General's rescue. Pray, draw away the guards by the entrance. Take Dowade and Higiri with you.
Ninja vanish!
With me!
Do I get to murder people too? Not a soul from the Colosseum to be seen. This bodes ill. Take the lead, Leonora. I shall follow close upon you. I mean, I'm a Dragoon, or not a Dragoon, a Dark Knight, so yeah, I should be leading. Hey, Alphino, don't forget your summon. You're a summoner. Summon your summon, Alphino. Hey, Visceral. By the way, Visceral, it seems they were looking in FC chat for someone to take care of the gardens. Your inception was. And someone said you were looking to do it.
Leave this to me.
By the way, Visceral, you're on Excalibur too, right? General. You came. He is bound by some manner of magitech device, yet I dare not force it open. It may well be booby-trapped. I have heard of such devices. The crystal braves will possess the key. Let us split up and look for it. That will not be necessary. Pray do not take it personally, my friends. You are the victims of harsh economic conditions. Happily, you will not suffer for long. The poison will convey you swiftly upon the bosom of Thal, where I hope to join you after the passing of many prosperous years. Farewell, friends, and do try to relax. They tell me struggling only makes it worth. Confound it, the mist stifles my healings. Leave me, splutter. Save yourselves. We cannot let them escape. Leonora, force the gate. Okay. I break. Beasts! The mist must be drawing them. Ha! The way is clear. I shall tend to the general. Pray, see to the mist and the key. The braves have the key. The Cyril! Can you hear me? Do 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 Oh, this way. Hey. If I stun the Cyril, you're on Primal, right? Also, I mean, That takes care of the mist. Were you interested in learning how gardening and stuff works? If you want, I can give you permission to use or build and stuff on my house, and you can use my gardens. I'm almost to level 56, and then my gear upgrades. Oh, there's the key. The key! Take it to Railbon! Already on the way, Alphino. Alfie nerd. Just let me know if you'd like to. Obviously, don't mess with how anything really, but you're free to use the farm and stuff all you want. Because I always forget when I use it, and then my plants die. Also, the good news is they're going to be making basically so everyone can garden anywhere, which, well, not anywhere, without having a house is what I meant to say. My thanks, cough. Slowly, General. You are yet weak from your ordeal. Nevertheless, we must quit this place. I should have known. What are clever contrivances to the Warrior of Light? Well done, hero. I like how they were basically poisoning the Crystal Braves. Ill bird. You mean to struggle on then? Very well. If you would stand in my way, I will cut you down like all the rest. Come, scions, let's get this over with. Really? Laurentius? You really had to go and betray again? The Sultana's assassins are here. Crystal Braves to arm. Whatever it takes to survive. I am no hero, never was and never will be. We can tell. My strength has left me.
I have you now.
It is nothing.
No, you are not going to heal them. You Hase, you're almost dead. Laurentius. And now Ilberd.
I'll tear you limb from limb.
Can I stun you? Ah, I see. I have to make sure it doesn't aim for Raubon. Easy peasy. In fact, if I aim it this way, yep.
For Alamigo!
No, you mean for yourself. You ain't fighting for Alamigo.
This changes nothing.
Yeah, it does. I kind of kicked your ass and I saved Raubon.
Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to justice.
Justice? Justice for what exactly? 'Twas not I who assassinated the Sultana, boy.
You just said you did.
Ere we debate who is responsible for the assassination, I would ask whether an assassination took place at all.
Oh, clever little shite. If you think you fight for justice, lass, you best wake up. The truth is, you fight for whoever bloody well tells you to. Can you not see you're being used by the Scions, the City-States, even the Crystal Braves? They none of them care a whit what you want, only what you can do for them. And how do I know this? Because I'm the same. A pawn to be used as my masters see fit. All I ever wanted was to liberate my homeland, and I ate dirt to make it happen. But what have I achieved after all these years in servitude? Nothing. Not a bloody thing. If we ourselves are not free, free to think and to act, how are we ever to reclaim
What is his face?
Know this. There is nothing I would not give to take back Alamigo. Nothing!
That's not this expansion.
You'll not get away!
No, Master Alphino. Now is not the time.
I'm but a cripple and a fool. And still you came for me. I'm in your debt.
We are all of us fools of fate, General. But even fools have a part to play.
On your feet, Gladiator. This fight is not over.
Rest assured, I was not planning to die till I'd avenged the Sultana. Still, your words are welcome, lass. Know this, Ilberd. There is nothing I would not give to see you pay for what you've done. My wealth, my arm, my life. Nothing.
I mean, you already gave your arm.
Are you aware that Lord Lolorito has yet to announce the Sultana's death to the public?
What? No. No, I was not aware of that, nor of anything else outside my cell. It is passing strange, though. I assumed the bastard would make it known at the first opportunity, and set about tearing down the Sultanate.
As did we all. And it is indeed strange that he did not. Strange, or perhaps revealing. Now, I have no conclusive proof, nor do I wish to give you false hope, but I have reason to believe that Her Grace may yet live.
What? But how can that be?
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here. Let us continue this conversation without.
Someone's smart, at least. We're in enemy territory. What should we do? Oh. The general's safe. What news without? My lady, the guards have been subdued, as per your command. We have since kept watch over the entrance. There has been no further activity. Then Ilberd and his minions have fled via some other egress. Scour the perimeter for signs of their passing. At once, my lady. General Alden, I presume, and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? Who are you? Identify yourself. Pray do not be alarmed. My mistress is a friend, and I come bearing a message of goodwill. For your own safety, she bade me direct your steps to the Waking Sand. Know that Master Urianger awaits you there, along with others sympathetic to your cause. This is no ruse, I assure you, General Alden. If you will come with me, I have prepared a carriage that you may travel in comfort, safe from prying eyes. I have spoken with Urianger via Link Pearl. He confirms the man's story. Raubon is in safe hands. Let us make our way to Vesper Bay. Away! Good thing I still have some of these. Urianger.
My dearest friends, praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Oh hey, so that's Papa Sean, right?
Father!
Pippin, my son, and Master Papashan besides.
Yep.
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
Who's this?
You.
It was I who arranged this gathering. And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthal, and member of the Syndicate.
Noldthal?
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young lady, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
Yeah, they kind of bust in.
Why ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji. 'Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends.
Interesting.
He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Interesting.
Some manner of sedative, perchance, of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
Were I to guess, I would say her grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Can we get Ralban some new clothes, please?
I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck her grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something. And though one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana. I had never
How do you know all
taken
this?
sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information and arranged this gathering. I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teledji Adeledji left behind. You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace and take your place at her side once more, for her sake and that of our nation.
I mean, we could just say Teledji, or not Teledji, Lolorito kidnapped. Right? I had not counted on Prioress Dulala herself appeared. In my defense, my suspicions regarding the Sultanate proved more prescient. Much remains to be done, but in rescuing Rauban, we have taken a vital first step toward resolving matters in Ul'dah. We couldn't have done it without you, Leonora. Thank you. Now, we have to take one of these. I already have better rings than this. I'll take casting, because I was thinking about leveling up Black Mage for... Tataru? Yes, General Rauban is now in safe hands. Oh. It would seem we face another crisis. The Dravanians are preparing to resume their siege on the Holy See. Though I am loath to abandon the Sultana to her fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dulala's claims. That being the case, I propose we leave Marshal Tarupin and the others to investigate, and return with all haste to Ishgard. I mean, Elfino, there's not really much you can do. You can go help them, and I can go back. Back to Fort Hobbs Manor. Do, 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 do. Tataru! Ah, there you are. Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Relbon short. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the city's awash with rumors of another Dravanian attack, and Lord Harshfont was desperate to get hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you'd better head in. Let me in. My friend, I thank you for answering our call with such alacrity. As I am sure you are now aware, the Dravanians are once more gathering for war. Mistress Escorian, Master Lavoulier, I must apologize for this abrupt summonings, but we thought it best to have Mistress Tataru contact you by the most direct means available. When the Observatorium's bells toll, it 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claim they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. But I would not have you take up arms in another of our conflicts. When first you came to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice. To remain in a besieged Ishgard or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand. Though we flee to the ends of the world, 'twould seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more the horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her weary defenders must take up spear and bow. The Count would have us seek shelter from the storm, but I for one grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunkered in a hole. What say you, Leonora? Ooh. I gotta quit wonder. I would stay and fight. Then fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandon our allies in the hour of need. I was kind of curious, so I had looked to see if there would be a difference. Alphinaud is deliberating how best to proceed. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us all meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. Darn it! Look at how close we are to level 56. That's where all our gear is at.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
Hmm.
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Estinian.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light,
we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I should assume that ISART enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
I'll just fight more.
I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
We have chosen a difficult road, yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Emmerich will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I would ask that you remain at Fort Tom Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir! This is, yep, outside the Forgotten Night. You would speak with the Lord Commander? Pray, make it quick.
I want the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
I wasn't expecting him to actually talk.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors, and unlike those massing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses.
Sounded like I might have to wrap up stream soon.
The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Yay. After Alfinold's conversation. Having secured Sir Emmeric's support, we may proceed without fear of the preemptive attack of a preemptive Ishgardian attack, which is not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us that the Dravanians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Estinian, let us be about our task. Is this enough? I think it's enough. But of course, we get a cutscene, so we don't know.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
Okay.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their
divine blade?
blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
I want that guy's sword.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
I wonder if I can get this
and this warrior of light
sword in
They
game.
have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
What?
For the glory of King Thordan.
The hell? Hey, level 56. The glamour doesn't work. Alright, but with that, I'm going to call the stream here. Thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. I will be back. Oh, I can't die it without... Okay. I will be back tomorrow with some more Final Fantasy XIV. Hopefully I don't DC and whatnot. Thank you all, and good night. Thank you guys for watching, and a huge thank you to my patrons. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to make the content I do and do what I love to do. So thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.